still so weird to not see him in a Pats uniform. Shannon, should the Bucs be encouraged or discouraged by what they saw from Tom Brady?
I don't know what they should be. They should think they got Jameis Winston because everybody told me the reason why they moved on from Jameis was because he turned it over entirely too much. And Tom Brady would take care of the football. And lo and behold, he's continuing a streak. Skip, did you know this was the third straight game in which he's given the team 6 points? Oh, I keep telling you. Now, I read on Friday, Jason Light, the general manager of Tampa, says Tom Brady's arms look stronger this year than it did last year. But Jenny, this was the same guy that said there was nothing wrong with Tom Brady.
Jenny's not here to help you. She's
way over
there. She's like
I'm looking at my camera. Why you keep interrupting me?
I'm a part of this.
Why are you interrupting me?
You're talking to Jenny. She's not there.
I'm talking to everybody. I didn't want him to hear.
I am here.
Jason Light said on Friday that Tom Brady's arm looks stronger this year than last.
Correct.
But he also said earlier this year that Tom Brady's arm looked as strong as ever on tape. Now, was he lying then or is he lying now?
Neither.
I can't tell. Because not only did he give a pick six, first of all, it was behind him. He does not have that kind of arm strength to stand on one hash and throw it clearly across the field. He can't do that on a consistent basis
Did
anymore.
he ever have that kind of arm strength?
I don't know about ever. I'm talking about right now. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I would really appreciate it if you stop interrupting me. There's a reason why. I don't know if you look at, say the police or military, there's a reason why they don't have St. Bernards on the K-9 force or the attack force. Because that's not what they do. Tom Brady, if you're not going to push Godwin, if you're not going to push Mike Evans down the field, he's of no use to you.
Really?
Because if I'm playing them, I'm looking for everything quick, and because the offensive line isn't that good. I kept telling you the offensive line isn't that good.
I never said it was great.
Well, it's not even good. I said good. I didn't say great. I said good.
Okay.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Skip, your guy looked bad. Now, out of 28 quarterbacks, he was 23rd. Can you, with a 33 QBR, is that good?
35. Get it right.
You could add, you know what?
What was Jimmy Garoppolo's QBR? The man Belichick wanted to go forward with.
See?
35.
You see what you did?
Yep.
You see, every time someone starts talking about your guy and what your guy do, you punt and talk about, just like we was talking about Dak, and then who you bring up, Carson Wentz. We're going to talk about him. I'm talking about Tom Brady.
They're division rivals.
Whoa. We're going to talk about Carson Wentz in a later segment. Can we wait until that segment?
I don't think we are, actually.
Go ahead. Well, we might not.
I think we left it out for you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yes.
We're talking about Tom Brady and the mistakes that he's making, just like Jameis. And what I love about old Bruce Arians, that's one thing about Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians said one was a miscommunication between he and Mike Evans. He thought Mike was going to go down the middle. It was a different coverage. Mike read it right.
Said that.
Tom Brady read it wrong.
That's what he said.
Now, I've been trying to tell people, I said, guys, it's going to take some time. You got to realize he had no OTAs, he had no mini camps, and basically, that's Tom Brady. Oh, forgive me. I just happened to play 14 years. If you think someone is going to have a system that's been in place for 20 years and his frontwards and backwards to him, and he's just going to go pick it up, it's not happening. And then again, it was a different Mike read it right. He should have been across the plate, but that's never here to there. On the other one was a screen pass, and it was an outlet call. He threw the outlet, pick six, bad decision. Something that he never got from Bill Belichick, at least publicly. BA is a different animal. We're going to see, because we know this is one thing we do know about Tom Brady. He got onion skin. It's thin. It's thin. Really? And BA has no problem calling his butt out. That pick.
Wait, you said Tom Brady has onion skin?
Thin skin.
What did he endure for 19 years from Bill Belichick?
Thin. That's why he went upstairs. He went upstairs to Mr. Kraft and told Mr. Kraft, Coach Belichick tried to trade. But Skip, I'm not getting that. Stop trying to get that.
Wait. In film sessions with John Elway, did the head coach, any of the head coaches you played for with John Elway, did they ever blast him in a film session? No. Skip. That's all Belichick ever did to Brady.
Skip.
Thin skin?
Skip. Can I read it? Can I
talking about?
Can I read it? Let me finish.
I need to go.
Skip, I'm going to give you a turn. Before. Also, Tom is getting an opportunity to see. You see all those penalties that they were getting? See,
Yep.
that's gonna drive you crazy.
That you finally got one right. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Old noodle arm over there.
Old noodle arm. So, how many cases would you like to bet that Brady doesn't have 35 turnovers this year?
No. We already got 5 cases. They're not winning the division. We already got that bet.
We got 5 cases, New England versus Tampa.
Yeah, and
right?
we got cases they're not winning the division, which they not.
Okay.
I feel more strongly than ever on that one.
Okay, so I got to get this completely clear from your side of the table.
Okay, I want to make it abundantly clear.
Did you just say that Tom Brady is washed up and over the hill?
What you mean over the hill? Tom, first.
I just need you on record. I need to get it because we're only on week 1. Remember, we got 15 more games to go.
Tom Brady, I'm going to say it like this. Tom Brady ain't playing 3 more years.
Okay. So is he washed up and over the hill?
He's fine.
What did you see yesterday, Mr. Hall of Fame?
I saw a guy that can no longer consistently make throws outside the numbers.
Okay.
If I'm playing Tom Brady, I'm playing the quick game, and I'm looking for verts because he's looking over the top. But the balls from hash to outside, that ain't happening.
Okay, it is now finally, fittingly, my turn. And I want to send a message to you, the leader of all the Brady haters out there. You better enjoy it while it lasts. You better just spew all the hate you can because you're not going to get to spew much more the rest of the year.
Okay.
It's going to end now. Here's the biggest takeaway from yesterday. While the New England Patriots were playing the easiest game on their schedule first, Tom Brady and his new team, the Buccaneers, were playing by far their hardest game first. And to the point that you made, a very fair and objective point, there were no OTAs. They were all virtual. There were no preseason games for a Tom Brady who spent 19 years in one system, dramatically and radically changed to another one. Bruce Arians, Tom Moore, called by Byron Leftwich with Clyde Christensen as a new quarterback coach. This is all new. And every teammate he played with yesterday, except for Gronkowski, who didn't seem like he was around much yesterday. I don't know. Maybe he's got to play his way into shape. I don't know.
They had him in blocking.
Save for Gronk, he had not gone to battle with any one of those teammates. And you know and I know, until you've been in battle, you can't really tell how your receivers will react under fire.
Yes.
How will Shannon Sharpe react? Well, after a while, John Elway said, I know exactly how he's going to react.
Yes.
He's going to do this when I need him to do that.
Right.
Okay. So the point is, look at what Tom Brady was up against at New Orleans, albeit without fans, but it's still fast carpet. They play fast on defense. Will he be up against a better defense all year than the one that he faced in a raw opener with no preseason? Will he be up against a better unit? I don't think so. If you can find one on the schedule, be my guest, because I want to explain to everybody, look at the secondary he was up against yesterday.
The secondary is outstanding.
Okay, let's just let's bring some perspective to this. Marshawn Lattimore was drafted 11th overall out of Ohio State and now has made 2 Pro Bowls and was the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Correct.
Just for the record. Janoris Jenkins, what do you say about Jack Rabbit?
Jack Rabbit.
Hey, old Jack Rabbit. What did he used to do to Des Bryant? He used to put the cuffs on him. Did he not just lock him up? That's what you always...
Yep.
And is he the ultimate cluer? Will he not sniff it, smell it, and break on it?
He plays downhill. You better double
downhill. You better be careful about those no-look flat passes on an option route where it's just the escape valve.
Right.
You know, it was a screen pass was called, and Tom took one look at the screen and said, no, I don't love that. And he basically threw a no-look to the kid Justin Watson, who's like the 5th receiver on the depth chart, who happened to be in there, and Jackrabbit sniffed it and jumped it and housed it.
Yeah, he was late with the ball, though.
Okay, all right, but he barely even looked over there, and you can't do that at that point unless you have a receiver you trust will fight for the ball, come back for the ball. Maybe if it's somebody you'd played with forever, maybe if it's Edelman, you think Edelman will come back and fight for the ball. You can't do that. It's just a bad idea, and it got housed. So now let's go down the list here. How about Malcolm Jenkins? Can he play? Well, he was the 14th overall pick out of Ohio State, 1st-round pick. And he's made 3 Pro Bowls with 2 rings. That's pretty good, right? And how about that kid, Marcus Williams? I know he was the victim of the Minnesota Miracle when he took a bad angle, but still, he is regarded as a player. He was a second-round pick. So Janoris was a second-round pick. So you have 2 mid-first-round picks and 2 second-round picks in the secondary. Is that good?
Yeah, they're good.
And how about the pass rush? Is Cam Jordan any good? Yeah. Is Marcus Davenport any good?
Davenport didn't play yesterday, but
I'm just saying, do they have pass rushers?
Oh yeah, they're gonna
Do they have Demario Davis?
Yep.
He was flying around, and they had 4 or 5 other guys that I didn't even know who they were. They were all flying because there's a rookie right tackle, Tristan Wirfs, who I think is going to be really good, but he was a rookie thrown into the fire.
He's going to take them lumps
He's
this year.
He's taking lumps. And Donovan Smith almost opted out for COVID reasons, family reasons, young child reasons. We get that. But at the last second, he said, no, I'm in. And he looked like he was mentally out yesterday. It just didn't look like he was all there. So was that a hard game to play? Sure, it was a hard game. Yeah. Should you give him some pass on how he played?
Nope.
Yeah, you ought to give him some pass.
Nope.
So
go.
Now, let's get to the noodle armor who was Tom Brady. Could we see some of the plays, some of the throws that he did make yesterday that Shannon Sharpe gave him no credit for? Because the first one I saw was a pretty good throw to Chris Godwin. I just thought it was just a thing of beauty. This is vintage Tom Brady. Tell me that's not, again, it's not a gunshot, but was that not on target?
Yeah. I don't know what Swearingen's doing. He's on his outside shoulder. Okay, he can't let him get outside.
Did he not drop it down the chimney? And here we go again. This one's to Mike Evans. Was that not a good throw? That was kind of down the field to me, right? Kind of down the field. Was that not on target? That's a pass interference.
Skip, what did I tell you? Okay. I just told you 2 things. If I'm playing them, I'm playing quick games. I'm playing
Here we go again. Here's a bomb again to Mike Evans. Was that not on target?
That's the same one.
That's a deep ball. No, it's not. This is another one. It's later. That's in the third quarter. That's the next one. Nope. It's a different one. Here we go again. Here we go again. This is to. Ooh, boy, that was a good back foot throw.
You got to trick him. You got to trick him.
Is that not a sweet back foot throw right on the money?
It ain't Aaron Rodgers, my homeboy, but okay.
To Chris Godwin. Here we go again. Tell me this isn't. You know who this is? Wait a second. It's little Scotty Miller. And it's pass interference again. Another deep ball right on the money. Did it not come right down the chimney and hit him right? It's a thing of beauty. That's Noodle Arm, old Tom Noodle Arm. Here we go again. This time it is to, that's to O.J. Howard. That was a rifle shot. This one got challenged, and it was good. It was a catch. Here we go again. Guess who? This is a long pass. I think that's little Scotty Miller. I raved about him all through the preseason, all through the offseason. Look at this. Tell me that's not on target. Was that not a sweet throw from the GOAT? And here we go. That's a rifle shot to Chris Godwin. That was 4th and 7 on that play. Did that not have some mustard on it?
It's wobbly.
Woo, no, that had some mustard on it.
I saw some wobble.
I saw some gunshot on that one. That's what happened yesterday. The GOAT was in all his glory.
Skip, you told me. I tried to tell you. I said it's going to take some time. You said GOAT. So since you want to throw, you want to show some. Hey, DJ, can you play the track that I requested? I got a couple of beats. I got a couple of beats.
Okay.
You know, okay, this is your guy.
Yep.
What's that?
Okay, well, that's the interception where Mike Evans just stopped.
He should have stopped. He read it right.
Okay.
He should have stopped.
Okay, well, they're on different pages.
What about this?
And Mike Evans probably shouldn't have played with a pulled hamstring.
How's that one?
Well, again, we just talked about it. It's just Tom Brady threw a no-look outlet pass, a valve pass.
What's that one?
That's not a bad pass. That's when you just throw where they can't pick it.
No. You killed Aaron Rodgers for plays like that. I need that same energy for Tom Brady.
Well, you don't want to throw a third interception, do you?
Why?
Yeah, what was the quote we saw in the offseason from anonymous GM? That nobody throws better uninterceptable passes than Tom Brady regularly throws.
Hold on. First of all, Aaron Rodgers got the greatest touchdown to interception ratio in the history of the game, and it's not even close. And we're talking about a guy. No, my thing is, I'm asking you, because when Aaron Rodgers throws it, so because he doesn't want to get it intercepted or have negative plays, you're talking about all he's trying to do is keep his completion percentage and his touchdown interception, his INT rate low. Your guy does it. He doesn't want to turn the ball over. No, I need that energy that you have for Aaron Rodgers for him.
No quarterback had a higher degree of difficulty yesterday than the GOAT had at New Orleans.
Skip,
at New Orleans.
You told me GOAT. do not have a degree of difficulty because that's what you told me. You told me if LeBron James is what I think he is, he's got to overcome that. If Tom Brady is what you said he is, why didn't he overcome that? He's the GOAT.
In game number 1 of this year's Lakers season against the Clippers, the GOAT scored 2 points in the fourth quarter and they blew a lead.
Your guy.
That was game number 1. This is game number 1.
And your guy threw a pick-6 interception, another horrible interception, threw the ball away on numerous occasions, and had a 33 QBR. The GOAT did that yesterday.
He also threw for 239 in this game, and Drew Brees totaled 160 yards passing.
Skip,
Wow.
your guy, hold on. Your guy threw for how many?
39.
On 36 attempts?
Yeah. Well, Drew Brees had 30 attempts, but he only threw for 160 yards.
Hold up. I want to know. Okay, when we stack them up, okay, we got 2 columns.
Yep.
On the left is the Dubs, on the right is the L's. Now, where did Drew Brees get the check mark, and where did Tom Brady get his check mark?
I look at total yards in this game, and boy, it kind of looks like Tampa should have been in this game and should have won it, but nope, he threw 2 picks. And one of them was awful. One was wrong page with Mike Evans.
No. Mike Evans was on the right page. Tom Brady was reading the wrong page. You heard what Bruce Arians said.
Okay, and I did not appreciate Bruce Arians trying to be gruff, tough Bruce. Because one thing about Bill Belichick, he ripped Tom Brady apart in film sessions and in practice, but nobody could hear it. We just heard it reported. But in this case, Bruce Arians ripped him a new one publicly after his opener at New Orleans against the toughest defense he'll see all year. I did not appreciate it. And by the way, you could tell in the opening games who can coach and who can't because it's penalties. They had 9 penalties for 103 yards. They looked sloppy. Tom Brady didn't have any penalties that were his fault. 9 penalties. He was driving the GOAT crazy because Bruce Arians does not pay enough attention to detail. We saw Belichick play a clean game. We saw Andy Reid's team play clean. We saw several other teams play clean. We saw Aaron Rodgers' team play clean.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this the same Skip Bayless that said Tom Brady, and he said he's never had an offensive-minded head coach? He's going with B.A. He's going with Tom Moore. He has Byron Leftwich calling the plays. Now, all of a sudden, you criticize him. You had no problem.
You better coach the rest of the football team. If you're the head coach, you better have your team ready to play. They were not ready to play.
Coach Belichick, you had no problems when B.A. every week called out Jameis Winston. You never said he shouldn't have done that. Now he calls his butt out. You got a problem with it. Coach Belichick had no problem with it.
He didn't do it publicly. Now, after no games did Bill Belichick ever say that throw was Tom's fault. He never said that. He wouldn't say that.
You know why? Because people are tired of everybody blaming the receivers and the running backs when something happens. It's like Tom Brady is God. Bruce Arians said both of those mistakes were on him, and I love it.
I saw a top 10 Tampa defense yesterday. And by the way, I don't know if we have time to do this, but I got to do it real quick because this is important.
What happened?
Did you hear what Troy Aikman said right at the end of the game? It won't take very long.
No, I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah.
The question is, Skip, are you going to ask Tom Brady behind that offensive line to throw it between 35 and 45 times while still in practice asking him to throw it 40 times a day? That's the question. Can that arm hold up with that kind of duress?
I want to see more Leonard Fournette instead of Rojo, as they call Ronald Jones, because Fournette is better.
Because that's going to Skip. That's going to be the telltale. You're right. They're going to need to run the football more.
Well, everybody does. And speaking of running the football, how about them Patriots?
I was thinking. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.